What's good, everybody? Chris here again. Chris Goes Outdoors. It's been a bit. I've been on a hiatus, if you will. Probably, I don't know, 2-3 months. Might even be longer. Essentially, New England, the weather hasn't been nice. I feel like most of the summer, most of the fall, beautiful weekdays, terrible weather on the weekends. So I just kind of gave up hiking. I was like, this isn't worth it to me. Not doing it. Staying home. But of course, I figured we'd go back out when it felt right. It's the middle of November now. Figured take advantage before the snow comes and buries everything in. So we're back out today. And we are heading up toward Franconia Ridge. So I don't know if we're gonna actually go over it, but we're heading up the Skookumchuck Trail. And there is a pretty cool section of the trail that's kind of viewy, kind of open, but if it's crazy windy, we might have to bail. But we'll play it by ear, see what happens. It's like 4.5 miles, 3,000 feet of elevation or so. We're just going to enjoy our time out here. Good to be back on trail. So we're probably like 1.5 miles up the trail, and at this point, it just follows the Skookumchuck Brook, and yeah, really nice, beautiful. So just kind of been enjoying plenty of water, nice views, a little snow sprinkled in, surrounded by the hills, and yeah, just good hiking so far. There's a section coming up, I think it's the last mile, that looks like it gets real steep. So that's the section I'm kind of concerned about, just in the event of snow, ice, stuff like that. But we'll see when we get there. We're about 1 mile now from the intersection with Franconia Ridge. Just figured we'd stop, snack up. It's still fairly warm out, but we're going up another 1,300 feet in elevation at least, and it's gonna get chilly. So figure good time to stop now. We got nice cover. After this, we'll head on up. It looks like some decent elevation we're about to hit, so fueled up. We're about 0.1 miles to the intersection with the Franconia Ridge Trail. We are above or at roughly tree line now, so we're seeing out some views, Cannon Mountain behind me. So we're gonna suit up just a little bit. I imagine it's gonna be pretty windy up there, and we'll make the call when we get up there as to whether or not we're gonna go up to Lafayette or not. But beautiful up here right now. Incredible. Some gusts blowing through for sure, and they're pretty strong, but we'll see what happens. We made it, finally, up to the end of the Skookumchuck Trail, and we are technically, I believe, on Garfield Ridge. This is the Appalachian Trail, goes down that way, northbound. Mount Garfield, just back over that way. You can see the Presidential Range off in the background there, just beautiful. And then to our side over here, that is the elevation you go up toward Mount Lafayette. That's not Mount Lafayette right there, but it's close. It's only, I think, 0.7 miles from where we stand right now. And surprisingly, the wind is calm right now. I expected it to be significantly more windy up here, but maybe once you get up over onto the actual ridge. But absolutely stunning views off of this area. There's a reason Franconia Ridge, Garfield Ridge, all these trails up here are so popular, and it's the views. It is just view city up here. There's the wind gust I was thinking of coming. So. where it is windy but not like too crazy, I think I'm gonna go for the summit. So probably gonna head up to Lafayette and then head down probably the Greenleaf Trail. I can take the bike path back to my car, so I think that's the plan. I initially was just gonna go up Skookumchuck and come back down, but we're making okay time. I have all the gear I should need. I have multiple headlamps with me, so we're gonna go for it. Incredible. Hopefully once we get up to the actual summit, the wind doesn't try to kill us, but we just walked through the section right behind us. There's a bunch of almost like mini mountains up here on the ridgeline up by Mt Lafayette. But this section right here, you can see Cannon Mountain right over in the distance. Every time I come through here, this section is just like crazy windy. I imagine it has something to do with the geography, the layout of the mountains and stuff, but man, absolutely crazy. The wind was pushing me sideways. But we're tucked behind some rock right now. It is still very, very windy, so I don't even know if you can hear me, but this is absolutely gorgeous. Incredible. I can see Lonesome Lake and the Lonesome Lake hut from here. We're almost at the top, almost to Mt Lafayette. So we're almost there. We can see Mt Lafayette up in the distance. You might be able to make out the sign. Probably not, but just incredible. I kind of don't even want to go. I mean, I have to because I'll die if I don't, but just incredible. Views for days. Mount Lafayette way over there. The Kinsman's right over there. Right across the way. Cannon Mountain. And just views everywhere. made it to the summit of Mt Lafayette. I'll try to be quick. It is so windy up here. When I go up to the actual summit, it's almost blowing me over. It's very hard to get anything as far as video goes, but amazing. Beautiful up here. Sun cutting through the clouds and just like winter wonderland behind us, essentially. We'll give you a look at some shots, and then we're heading down the Greenleaf Trail toward the Greenleaf hut. And once we get down there, there's an intersection we'll split off, continue down the Greenleaf Trail, and then we can follow the bike path back to where our car is. So hopefully we get all that done before any sort of rain and weather moves in, but we'll see. We got our work cut out for us, so we got to get going. So we're coming down from the summit of Lafayette. I don't even know if the video I recorded up there had sound. It was so windy at the actual summit. Like, it almost blew me over a couple times. I took a couple shots where I could and then just tried to get out of there as quickly as possible, because if you stay up there, especially in these temps, like, it's cold, it's freezing, but it's not like that freezing. You'll be dead. You will not survive. It is very, very not nice at the top of that summit. Beautiful looking, but very, very dangerous. So we're just working our way down. You can see the Greenleaf hut from here. Hopefully we don't run into problems, and working our way down, just slow and steady. Once I get to the hut, I believe it's already closed. I'll probably try to stop and eat a little bit, but we'll see how we're feeling, how things go. But moving along. To the hut. We stopped for snack time, but we gotta get rolling. Like, I'm taking way too much time. We still have like 5 more miles to go. A lot of it is just like almost road walk. I think 3 of the miles are road walk, but it's already, I think, like 3 o'clock. We're gonna lose sunlight very soon, especially once we dip down in the trees. We got weather coming. Snack it up, shiving out. Made it to a little lookout called Sunset Rock, but it's pretty overgrown. Can't really see much. I suppose you can see the sunset through the trees, but better views pretty much everywhere. Better views, I feel like, even from like the hut itself. But I don't know, kind of cool, I guess. Keep on keeping on. I don't think this comes through very well on camera, but we came from up there, and this is all just straight ice sheet all the way down. It definitely does not look as steep as it is in the video, but it's just lovely, let me tell you. So this is what I was worried I was going to hit on the way down, and of course we hit it. Such is life. So just slow motion, very, very limited recording. Still got about 4 miles to go. It's getting real dark, especially in the trees here, so we're gonna break out the headlamp very soon, but making our way pretty good. The micro spikes are off now. The terrain is mostly mud and kind of icy, but we're managing, so that's good. You might be able to see behind me. I'm sure you can hear it. Interstate 93, right through Franconia Notch is behind me. So we're like half a mile back to parking area, I think for Cannon Mountain. So we got to go under the highway and follow a bike path / walking path all the way back. I think it's 3 miles back to the car, and not looking forward to it. It's completely dark. Can't see anything. This whole area will be completely dark. There's no lights really around besides on the highway, so but we gotta do what we gotta do. Continuing on. So we made it back down. We're in one of the pull-offs along the highway here. So we're walking toward some do not enter signs. Then I believe right across the road here is the little section to get onto the highway. So it is, yeah. So we found the bike route. We're about to head down that way. I think it's still 2.5 miles along this, so we got a ways to go, and unfortunately no bike to get there. We're back by the light of the headlamp, and we got 3 miles to go on the bike path, and it started drizzling. I thought it wasn't supposed to rain until like 9 o'clock tonight. It's only like 6, and yeah, we're getting drops. So this might be the last video I record until we're back to the car, so we'll see as we go. Lovely.